Hello and welcome to today's episode of the Chasing Care Conversation. I want to talk to you about something critically important, especially if your loved ones are considering live-in care. You see, not all companies that advertise themselves as live-in care providers are what they seem. And if you don't know the difference, you could find yourself in a legal and financial mess that you never saw coming. Let's break it down. In the UK, there are two primary types of businesses that offer live-in care services. Fully managed, CQC regulated providers and introduction agencies. They may sound similar in their marketing, but in reality, they operate in a very different way. And the risks of those choosing the wrong one are, frankly, significant. Let's look at the gold standard. Fully managed, CQC regulated providers. A fully managed CQC regulated provider is exactly what it sounds like. They are fully accountable for the care they provide. These companies are registered and regulated by the Care Quality Commission, the CQC, which means they are subject to stringent inspections, safety checks, and quality standards. With a fully managed provider, the carers are employed by the company. That means the provider takes care of all aspects of their employment, including retirement, training, background checks, supervision, and ongoing support. If there's ever a problem, it's the provider's responsibility to handle it. You as the client have peace of mind knowing that there is an official regulatory body ensuring that the care delivered meets legal and professional standards. One example of a trusted CQC provider is Network Living Care. Rated as a good provider by the CQC, they offer a fully managed, high-quality care service, ensuring that clients receive reliable, professional, and safe support. If you have any concerns or questions about live-in care, they are approachable and ready to provide advice and guidance tailored to your needs. The risky alternative are introduction agencies. So on the other hand, we have introduction agencies. These are businesses that use clever language to appear as though they offer the same service, but they do not. An introduction agency simply acts as a matchmaking service between you and the independent carer. Once they introduce you to a carer, their job is done. The agency is not responsible for the carer's actions, their training, or quality of care they provide. And here's where things get even more concerning. Because the carer is not employed by the agency, the legal responsibility shifts onto you. That means you could be responsible for things like employment law compliance. If the carer is considered your employee, you may be responsible for things like contracts, payroll, tax contributions, and even pension obligations. Also, you have liability for accidents and negligence. If the carer makes a mistake that results in harm, or if something happens in your home, you could be legally responsible. And finally, lack of regulation and oversight. There is no external authority ensuring that your carer is trained, safe, or competent. If something goes wrong, you may have no recourse. Let's talk about the language trap. One of the biggest problems is how introduction agencies market themselves. Many use terms like approved carers, fully vetted professionals, or even phrases that imply oversight and regulation when indeed they actually offer none. They may even claim to support the carers they introduce, but this does not mean they are responsible for their actions. They may also say that they're recognised by the Care Quality Commission to be an introduction agency. But the CQC has no responsibility for introduction agencies. This is why it's absolutely essential to ask the right questions before choosing a live-in care provider. Firstly, are you CQC regulated? A fully managed provider must be regulated and registered with the Care Quality Commission. Secondly, do you employ your carers? If the answer is no, you may be taking on significant legal and employment responsibilities. Thirdly, who is responsible for training and ongoing supervision? If it's not the provider, then it's either you or no one at all. And fourthly, what happens if something goes wrong? A fully managed provider will have clear policies, insurance, and procedures to protect you and your loved ones. So here's my final thoughts. Choosing live-in care is one of the most important decisions you will ever make. It affects the well-being of a vulnerable loved one, as well as your own financial and legal responsibility. Don't be misled by deceptive language or marketing tricks. If you want real peace of mind, choose a fully managed, CQC regulated provider. If you need further support or advice or guidance, maybe reach out to Network Live-in Care, who are here to help. As a CQC regulated provider, they can offer clarity and support to help you make the right decision for your family. I'm Gavin Chase, host of the Chasing Care podcast. Thank you for listening today. If you found this information of interest or of value, please share it with others who may be navigating the same decisions. And as always, take care, stay informed, and make choices that truly protect your loved ones. Till the next time, goodbye.